Hey everybody, this is Tambiot and you're watching the Daily Review. So today I have Power of the Prime's Leader Class Evolution Rodimus Prime. So this is Rodimus Prime and he's evolution because every single one of the leader figures in this line is going to basically show how they go from their regular selves to a prime. So if you don't know already the story behind Hot Rod becoming Rodimus Prime, then really you should watch the Transformers animated movie. And I assume if you're checking out my channel that you already know about this, but I'll go ahead and explain it when we get to the back of the box here. As you can see here in the front, we'll go ahead and explain this. So we have Rodimus Prime here, along with his Matrix and his gun. You have some artwork, very nice artwork right here. And that is of Rodimus Prime. And you come here to the side, and this is not Rodimus Prime, this is Hot Rod. So this is what he was before he became Rodimus Prime. So you can see here that there's some of the primes here. Now taking a look at this, the story behind Rodimus Prime, behind Rodimus, or Hot Rod becoming Rodimus Prime, is in the movies. I assume everybody's seen this, so hopefully I'm not spoiling anything for anyone. Optimus Prime dies. So he hands off the Matrix of Leadership and he goes to give it to Ultra Magnus. And Ultra Magnus, for some reason, doesn't believe that he is a worthy enough person for the Matrix, for being the leader of the Autobots. So he pulls back and he goes and drops it. The Optimus drops it and he pulls back. The Matrix is falling to the floor. Hot Rod rushes up and grabs it before it drops to the floor. And he hands it to Ultra Magnus because that's who Optimus Prime chose to be his successor. Now, movie goes along. He still hasn't fully taken in that he is, the next Prime, or Ultra Magnus hasn't. He doesn't believe. So he has the Matrix hanging around his neck on a chain, and Galvatron takes it from him. In a battle, somehow, Hot Rod's able to get it back. And I don't know if he uses it or something. I'll have to rewatch the movie. But he then becomes the next Prime. Like the Matrix chose him. He becomes the next Prime. He gets an upgrade. His regular fast car, Cybertronian car, becomes a Winnebago, for a better term. That's what a lot of people call it. And this is his form. So he becomes Hot Rod. Hot Rod becomes Rodimus Prime. Now there's a lot of theories as to why Hot Rod became the next Prime and not Ultra Magnus. And one of them that I believe is the truth is that he was the next to touch the Matrix. So after Optimus handed it off and it fell and Ultra Magnus pulled away and didn't touch it, it fell and Hot Rod grabbed it and he was the next person to touch it. And I don't know if the Matrix itself chose him or if he was the next person to grab it, but I believe that because he was the next person to touch it, that then he became the next Prime. I don't know. There's a lot of theories. If you want to leave your theory or what you think in the comments, that would be greatly appreciated. Just remember, I don't think it's ever been completely ever said why. Maybe it has, and I just don't know. But if somebody has a theory or if somebody has a leaves a comment on there, just be nice. Just take it what it's worth. If you don't believe that, then fine, you don't believe that. But you don't. I don't want people just arguing on here. So I am up for you leaving a comment. That would be very good. I like to hear what you think, but please don't trash somebody else's thoughts. Be courteous and be mindful. So that's all I'm saying. Here is something on here, so you can kind of look at this, and maybe if it will focus. Come on. There we go. Okay. I don't know if it's because oh well, it's not autofocusing anymore. All right, well, you can read that at your own leisure. You can go ahead and pause that. All right, cool. All right, so let's go ahead and get this guy out of the packaging so we can check him out. All right, so we're back, and here's Rodimus Prime out of his packaging. So you can see him here. He has his matrix, and it's a little bit different than the one that Prime has. It's a little bit different colors. Like this shows silver, his was orange. This is yellow, the outside. Prime's is gray. So, his weapon. And I have... like with Optimus, this guy came a little damaged. He wasn't as damaged as Optimus's boxes, but my friend still let me use his. So I do have 2 cards here. So I have Alpha Trion and a Onyx. So Cyber Phoenix. Maybe he can come back to life or something. I don't know what that means. He has his instruction manual. It's a really big instruction manual. Yeah, I think I kind of agree with a lot of people. The thighs up here are an eyesore. And there is a fan mode that you can put him into, which then cover that. And I think it does a really really good job of hiding those pieces. So, I'll show you how to do that in this mode. Just a reminder, this is just a review of the figure itself. If you're looking for transformation, tune in tomorrow, because I will have that video up there for his transformation. So look forward to that. Today, just focusing on the figure itself and just what we get, play value, articulation, things like that. So. Stuff. All right, so matrix. What you have to do is you take this and you want to pull up on here, and you gotta kind of use a little bit of force. So you bring that up, because this panel right here locks into here, and you can see the matrix chamber already in there, and this is a lot easier to get in than Optimus. Just put that right there. So now for fan mode, if you want to do the fan mode, what you'll have to do is, let's go down here. Let's see if we can do it down here. You have to split this. Now there's an issue once you split this, and I'll kind of try to point that out. Come on, split. Okay. I'll bring this back. Oh, no, not yet. We want to rotate this out so then we can get the arms up. I'll show on this side, I had it a little close. So you just rotate this side and pull the arm up. So we'll lift the figure back up. Now I gotta move my camera back up so we can show this. You can see how the arms are out like this now. So we'll go ahead and lock this into place. Now we'll bring this piece up and just kind of go like this maybe. to just kind of cover up this stuff. Bring this up. Come on, you're not doing right. There we go. Man, if there's a little slot, then it could tab into right there, but oh well. So that is the fan mode, or what I'm considering a fan mode. Oh, that was really easy to pull off. There we go. Okay. Wow, that was really easy. First time I pulled these off, they were really rough. So that kind of surprised me that fell off like that. All right, so here is, like I was saying, the fan mode. The only issue with this, once you get it in this mode, is this chest piece is not locked in, so it can flip up. Now it doesn't reveal the matrix because it's under here. It's under this piece. So usually whenever you have it all tabbed together, it all stays together. But since you have to splay it out to get it like this, it doesn't lock into place. But still, it, you know, to make it look better, you know, I would go ahead and go with that all day long. So I would do this all day long over thighs. Overseeing thighs. Now, the only issue that you're going to run into this with it in this configuration is he's going to be limited in his articulation. So let me show you his articulation right now. So his head is, I think it's on a ball joint. I'm not exactly sure. I'll have to look at it on the reverse side. I can't feel it going up and down. It just feels like it's turning left and right. Oh, his gun. Let's go ahead and put his gun in his hand. Big old gun. So now, with articulation for the arms, it has two different joints. So to move it forward and back, you're okay. Now, to move the arm out this way, to move the fist out like this, basically, it's the thigh joint that does that. And see how that pulls up like that? That's how you get the arm out. Now I wish you could see all kinds of stuff in here, like especially the knee joint. Like if you could turn this and have the knee joint, use the knee joint instead of it doing this. If the knee joint would have turned, like even if you hold this straight and you turn this, it still turns the knee. The knee does not spin inside here. So like you can't do that, and it sucks. Like I wish there was a turning, like I wish the pivot was inside here instead of outside here. If it would have been inside here instead of outside on the joint, you wouldn't have had to have this issue where you raise this up. You know, you could have had a little cut out here, and it would look weird in his hot rod mode. But not that bad. Like you don't have this issue. You know, I think they could have done a little bit better on the engineering with this, really. Now for the other part of his arms, he has an elbow joint. He has this pivot right here. I don't know. Yeah, he has a twist on his wrist. So you come to here at the waist. There's no waist. There is hip joints, so you can bring that up, and that'll kind of flip out of the way, so you can bring it up. It's a soft ratchet. It's a little ratchet, kind of like Optimus. You get back here, it kind of gets blocked because of the backpack. You have your twist. You have your knee. You have some ankle articulation. I don't know if you have a rock. No, there's no rocker on it, like Optimus, but oh well. All right, so As you can see, there's a few stickers on here. I am happy that they decided to go ahead and paint this on here. You have your chrome stickers right here. There's one right here. The main big one is on the trailer. It's right here. You have an Autobot logo right here. And I think that may be it. I think I already said that. Yeah, this right here. I think that's all of them. I think, is there any in here? No, there's none in here. If we find any more, then I'll make sure that I point them out. But I think that's all. There's not as many as Optimus. So, all right. So we're gonna go take a small break. I will go ahead and get him into Hot Rod and his Hot Rod mode, and not the car mode. Get him into Hot Rod, and then we will be right back. All right, so we're back, and here we have Hot Rod. There's a few things that I don't really like with this guy, and one of them is with the hands, the way that the hands go, and you have all this stuff hanging out here. I wish there would have been something extra that could slide back, like you could have another joint here that would slide this around or something. I don't really know. I don't think it looks as bad when you have the weapons on. I think it kind of covers it up a little bit. This gun isn't nearly as long as it should be. So once you have the weapons on, it's not as bad. You don't notice it quite as much. That's weird. So, and then the only other thing is just the windshield down here. Like, you can't really see it that much just because this is dark, but if I put my hand behind here, see. So, this is a different chest than the chest that they use for Rodimus Prime. See, that's his chest right there for Rodimus Prime, and that's actually the hood. That's the real hood of the car. This is just a fake hood. So for his articulation, come on, it's really long. Really long post. Probably only needs to be about half the size. I don't know why they made that so long. Come on. Okay. So we'll come up here to the head. I can't tell once again if this is a ball joint or not. Can't really see in there. I can't see for Rodimus either. Let's see here. You can't see. You get into here and you can kind of see. I can't tell if that's a post or not. Tell. Oh, well, I can't get in there to look. Maybe if I have a mirror or something, I can look in there. But not right now. So articulation, back to articulation. You come to the arm, it's a ball joint. So you can go out about that far. If you want to go the rest of the way, then it rotates on this piece right here. You can go forward, you can go back, regular ball joint stuff. There's a ball joint for the elbow. So you have that. You have an extra joint up here if you want to go ahead and go a double elbow joint. No waist or no hip. You come up here to the waist, you can go forward, and that really doesn't help. It helps it a little bit, but not that much. It helps about that much. Gosh, I don't know why they put that on there. I guess they needed it for extra stability or something. So, man, there you have your knee joint. That's about as far as the knee joint goes because there's a tab right here. You have a little bit of play in the foot. You can go out to the side also with the leg. You can go all the way out to the leg. So. All right. So let's once again take another break, and we'll have him in his car mode. All right. So we're back, and here we have Hot Rod in his Cybertronian sports car mode. So this is his super fast sports car mode that he liked to race Blur with, and Blur would probably always beat him hands down, but you know, doesn't really matter because nobody could understand what Blur was saying anyways. He does some rock a little bit. I don't know, maybe I transformed him a little incorrectly. So it looks nice. The only thing that I can really tell is this portion right here that's open. There's a little bitty piece right there that's open. Other than that, he looks fine. I don't see any major, maybe this right here. That's about it. Everything else, you know, you definitely see him and you think Hot Rod, so. Now, let's go ahead and bring in the camper portion of it, and we'll go ahead and attach this together. So I can show this off. So we had to kind of prep this guy. So there's a couple tabs back here that tab into these portions right here, and you have to get them lined up just right. And then that tabs onto the top. Okay, everything should be. See, this tabs, this portion right here, this little fin tabs in right on the top of the car. Okay, then once you have all that in, we'll just flip this forward, and this will tab. There's a tab right here, and that'll tab into right there. It's a little iffy on it. Now, once you have that tabbed in, then you can no, not yet. We take these. Oops, no. Bring this forward. That tabs in to here. Do that the same thing on this side. Tabs into there. Make sure everything's pushed together properly, and then we bring these down. And they don't really do anything. Oh, they tab into here. How do they tab into there? There we go. Get a little bit of... Get your finger back there just a little bit. There we go. We got it all settled on there now. So now we have beep beep Winnebago time. So it's a little weird in this mode. He looks a little weird, but he's got some sweet ramps on the back. Some sweet ramps. The only real thing that I noticed with this is if you look at the stickers, because of the way that you have to transform them, you have to bring these panels out and it crinkles up the stickers. And that's just, I guess, something that's going to get, I guess if you don't bring it all the way out, then it's not going to push it in the sticker. And I guess that's the only thing that I would really say to worry about or to be mindful of, is that whenever you pull this panel out for transformation, it crinkles up these stickers, and it did it on both sides. So, all right. So that's gonna go ahead and do it for Rodimus Prime. If you did like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, then please think about that, because I have a video coming out every day this year. I also have a Facebook page, so go ahead and look me up on there and give me a like on there. I do post every day. I have my videos. I post those on there, and I post things that I like that are maybe somewhat relevant to Transformers, Power Rangers, Voltron, one-day shirts, things like that. So go ahead and look for that. I do have a link down in the description, so you can easily find me. This is Tambiota. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.